this is our first video. It's gonna be about Justice League Snyder Cut. We're gonna review it. We're gonna try the best we can. This is our first fucking podcast. We are stoned as
There's
can be,
fucking
but we're gonna try it. We're gonna see what happens. Maybe we get a million followers later. Maybe we fucking stay with
yeah,
two.
man. Probably gonna be fucking. This is probably gonna be chopped.
Fuck it. Hey, that's how you do things in
Yeah,
life. Risk it,
that's
man.
how
Fuck
you
risk
gotta
it.
learn, man. You gotta live and grow. You gotta see what
Exactly.
works, what
So,
doesn't.
like I said, we're starting today with the Snyder Cut. Um, we just watched it like a week ago,
That
so
thing
we're
was
kind of brand new. So, thoughts and ideas on the actual movie just in the
that
beginning.
fucking movie was 4 hours long. God damn.
It was
Fucking
4 hours.
long ass movie. God fucking damn.
Okay. It was fucking. Honestly, a lot of people like were saying, "Oh, I gotta take a break between the 2 hours." But to be honest with you, I kind of enjoy. I felt like the hours went by fast.
I'm gonna say this. I needed 2 shots of espresso just to fucking keep going through it. But
I didn't need it at
people,
all. Like, and I was
people,
in a dark room, with like water and stuff, and I didn't need it. I didn't need a break. I watched fully 4 hours with no break. I
I,
thought, honestly, to be honest with you, I paused it between 2 hours, like just to be like, oh, I might need a break. But I was like, no, I'm perfectly fine without one.
yeah, look, I managed to watch through it all. But I'm gonna be honest, like we're gonna talk about this later. But to me, like the first 2 hours, it kind of felt slow,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, anyways.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
But
we'll definitely get there. So what I want to start with, for starters, and I got a couple notes here, guys. So just in case we get off track, but the first thing I want to start with is the first Justice League, the infamous, the fucking horrible movie
God,
that we all know, that we all cried to, Justice League One, 2017, I think. Yep. Thoughts on that movie?
awful. I don't know what went through DC's head whenever they were making those movies. The director, I don't know what he was thinking.
I remember watching that movie in the theater, being really excited. And at the time, Marvel was like still going up, but I wasn't like a really big fan. But I was like, I'm actually excited about this movie, and I didn't look into it. But the first initial reaction for that movie was, it's not bad. But one thing I did hate that really struck me at the most, since I'm a really big Batman fan, was that they made him seem like a bitch. Like they made him like he didn't do one thing, and that really was like to me, I didn't like that.
Speaking about Batman, you remember the scene where Superman comes back to life, right? And they're trying to fight him, calm him down, and
Mm-hmm.
Superman just picks up Batman and just says, "Do
Oh
you?"
yeah, yeah.
Throws him on the floor, and Batman can't fucking get up. That was just
And he
fucking
does the
awful.
infamous "Do you bleed?" Joke.
Yeah, these bleeds. Oh, bro, that fucking movie is just
Yeah,
filled with cheesy, corny ass
it
jokes.
was awful. It really was. Even Cyborg in general, he
Ah,
was like, he was just there just to go along. He like
yeah, he
had
just
no,
popped up just to be there. He's just chilling.
yeah. And then the Flash, Barry Allen, I did not like.
Oh no,
No. And in general, to be honest with you, I don't really like the Flash. Like, I really don't find the story that interesting. But that even made it worse. I was like, what the hell? I was like, whatever.
you remember the part where he motorboats Wonder Woman in the
Oh
sewers?
yeah,
I can't believe that they
yeah.
actually put that.
And honestly, I'm gonna start getting into more of the DCU movies. I haven't watched Wonder Woman. I haven't watched Aquaman, and I haven't watched Man of Steel.
Out of those three, I gotta say Man of Steel is probably the
Yeah, I've
best.
heard Man of Steel is really good. I haven't watched it yet. The reason why was because of the actual Justice League movie. I didn't like it at all, so I was like, why would I like this? It's gonna be the
Yeah.
same thing. That's why I never
Uh,
ended up watching the movies. But
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm gonna
I'm
look
gonna,
at.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I like Man of Steel. I think it's a really good movie. Probably Snyder's best DC movie by far. Well, other than this, recent Justice League movie.
Mm,
But I gotta say, it has its flaws in terms of like characters and
yeah.
sometimes story.
Hmm.
And the movie itself, it has problems. I'll say
So
that.
the overall what people think of the movie was just completely, utterly bad, just fucking
Ah,
just bad.
yeah, Steppenwolf's design.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I forgot how ugly he looked until I saw
Damn,
him recently.
so bad.
Yeah, he looks really ugly. I was like, ugh.
Fucking dumb, man. You
Yeah,
still,
he
you
had
know,
no. He was like he had no motivation. I know. I remember that.
there
He
were
was
there was
really,
some weird scenes where he was just talking to himself.
yeah, and also I remember he just wanted to get the mother box just to destroy the Earth. I think like something
Yeah,
just really just whatever. What else? The scene in the with the Russian family or
the Russian
whatever.
family. Yeah, that Russian
Just
plot.
so
That
pointless,
was
and Barry
great.
Allen was making jokes to them mid like crisis.
And being a little
Um,
racist, huh? Didn't he pull a little Ruski joke?
yeah, just like
Little
in the
little
middle
hiss.
of just the middle of the end of the war. The war. What
As
else? The
the hiss.
Aquaman. He was like,
As
I
told.
don't think he even talked to Wonder Woman like more than 5 times.
No, he did
Um,
not.
what
And
else?
he was a total dick to Cyborg too for no fucking
Yeah,
reason.
like
Because he
he
was
was
a
just
total dick.
completely whatever. Batman. He was making the most cringiest jokes ever.
I don't remember
It
seeing
was
that.
just a bad thing. It was just really bad.
Oh yeah, do you remember that scene where Batman pops up? What you call it when Commissioner Gordon calls him in? You remember
Yeah.
that? And you see him like on top of the
Okay.
roof,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
there's like a piece of trash that's covering the fucking camera. I don't know why they decided to keep that there. You can't even
I
fucking
didn't
see
remember
that
that.
now.
That's actually a good call. Yeah, but just overall, really bad movie after the second time watching. Like I said, the first time I did like it, but I think I was just too, I was, I was being too biased because I really liked the DC
You see, yeah.
and I was being biased because I wanted to be better. But the second time I watched it, it was completely just, I couldn't finish it. It was just really bad.
For me, my expectations weren't even that high anymore because I watched Batman v Superman, and that movie alone, it was disappointing.
It was.
It was disappointing,
Eh,
and that kind of set the
no,
expectations for me.
what would you give that whole movie out of 10?
Uh, Batman v Superman.
No, 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 Justice League one, the first one.
Just so you want a fucking probably a good four,
Yeah,
four,
it
three
was
out of
crazy bad.
10.
The CGI
Oh,
too, the
awful.
mustache. How
The
could we forget the
mustache is
mustache?
fucking stupid.
Oh, I'll give it a three. That's really bad.
They tried to get rid of that. Oh, what were they?
Now,
Oh,
now
then
transitioning, moving to the second Justice League. What were your expectations?
to be honest, I don't know what could it. Honestly, when I was first thinking about it, I was thinking about what are they gonna do that's gonna make this movie better.
Yeah.
I guess I had like these really high expectations. Like I thought, there was gonna be more dark side.
Okay.
That's what I
Now,
thought.
for me, I expected this movie to just blow my head off the roof, just completely, utterly, just like blow my head off because there's no way they would drop a movie that was like kind of bad. Like they would never drop a movie like really bad after making it a Snyder cut because it'd be
Yeah,
like, oh, you're teasing it to your fans and then you bring out a really bad movie. I feel like they had to take their time and they made sure that movie was good. And they put everything that people question about the first Justice League. I feel like they made sure they filled in those holes and they covered everything that people had really, a bad things that were the Justice League one that was made it really bad. So I feel
yeah.
like it was they took their time with it and made sure it was gonna be really good. So I set my expectations really, really high. I thought it was gonna be like a great movie, and to be honest, it wasn't. It didn't reach those expectations, but it was close. It was really close.
So would you think that the movie was nearly a classic, like these some other films have come out?
I felt like it needed it to be to like completely revive the DCEU, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I have to say here, I agree. The movie was nowhere near perfect from
No.
what I saw. Some scenes I felt dragged on for way too long, and some
Yeah.
scenes were unnecessary. Like it didn't have to be 4 hours long. Some
Yeah.
scenes could have been cut off.
Yeah. Yeah. And
And
so, yeah, I feel like this DCEU, the whole all the movies, I feel like there's like a awkward moment right now where people don't know, what sequels, what's gonna happen. We don't know what the fuck is going on.
Supposedly they're making a Flash movie.
Yeah, like, but like I'm talking like, Justice League 2 or just like we don't know those big event movies, if you get what I'm
But
saying.
do you think that new Flash movie is gonna add to the story or no?
I feel like they can't anymore
Mm.
because it's just gonna be leading on fans, and we're not gonna get it anymore. They already recasted Batman, so
That's true.
I feel like the Snyder Cut was just like a. I feel like Justice League, the actual movie, was the end. They knew it did bad, and Snyder Cut was just like a thing he gave to fans. He was like, because he was like, these guys didn't deserve that shitty movie, so I'm just gonna give them what it should have been.
And hey, he did give out like he really, I guess, blew our thoughts about the universe. What's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
it was good for what it should have been. Like we both know, like yeah, the expectations were really high, but we both know they weren't gonna reach those. They were
No, but
way,
I mean,
it was.
the epilogue. It sure made us think. The
Yeah,
epilogue.
yeah. So let's move on to. I just want to talk about the characters, the how the most characters change. The Snyder Cut did fucking
Yeah,
justice to the characters.
give him
Yeah. So
character
the first one, the big one, possibly the most important, Cyborg.
Cyborg. Indeed, I agree. Thank
He's the most
fucking
important
God
character in the cast.
they fixed that guy. I
Yeah.
actually sympathize with him.
One thing I loved about this new is they showed how his power worked and how strong he is.
Yeah, I can
They showed,
control.
like inside of his mind when he went inside his mind, and you saw like the piles of cash. Like some were like really big and some were like really
Yeah,
small.
he saw that the bear and it's called the
Yeah,
gold
yeah.
economies.
And it was insane. I was like, what the hell? Because at first, the first Justice League movie. By the way, guys, we're gonna be comparing them a lot because fuck it. But the actual like seeing in his mind was like really cool because we didn't get that just like he just like came up and did his thing, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, no backstory. We
Yeah,
really
and then we
didn't.
go see the football game, and we see that his
Yeah,
dad wasn't there, so that just
everything.
builds up his like the whole thing about his dad, which was pretty cool. It was pretty cool because they gave him like a reason to fight, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, it really like I guess shows his character development at the same time as well because we noticed that in the beginning of the movie, he doesn't want to do this. He hates who he is, and
Yeah,
he hates his father.
exactly. And then it just progresses on and just leads on to him like missing his father and saving his father. So it's just like a perfect story arc for him. It'd be cool. I'd low key like to see a cyborg movie, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
I don't know, a cyborg movie.
That would
I
be
don't
really
know.
cool if you think about it. Like,
I,
even going
I
inside his
know
mind.
that would be good, but I feel like it's way too early right now because we just have this origin story for Cyborg here in the Snyder Cut.
Eventually, yeah, eventually it'll be really cool. I feel like.
Yeah, of course. Eventually, yeah, movie would be nice to see.
So, do you think he was the most important character of the movie?
Most important character,
Hmm.
honestly, I'd say he was. Like, if a lot of things wouldn't have happened if Cyborg wasn't there.
Yeah, it's either
Yeah,
Superman or Cyborg.
yeah, Superman or Cyborg. Like, I think. I mean, I don't know. Superman felt like a more like a plot point. You feel me?
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
how I felt Superman because like the goal was, oh, let's revive Superman.
Hmm.
So for me, it felt like a plot point. Obviously,
Yeah.
fuck Superman. And
Superman's
these
not that
movies,
exciting in these movies.
and nah, I don't know. I think it's just the way he's written. He's not, the most charismatic
The
character.
I thing I hate the most out of it is that they make him seem like he's a god. Like
Yeah.
he's like
See,
fucking absorbing. Yeah, his powers come from absorbing the sunlight, but like he's just up there. He's supposed to be a normal living
human.
guy.
He's supposed to be a human. See, that's what Schneider missed from this Superman.
Hmm.
He didn't capitalize on what's Superman's biggest thing, that he's human.
That's
He's
why
a
he
human
helps
and
people.
he's human. And we don't get to see the humanity that
Mhm.
Superman has in these movies. He just looks like a
Just
fucking
like
guy.
He's like always with his back like fucking straight, just pecs all the way up.
Exactly. We don't see Clark Kent. We don't see like
Exactly.
every time we see Clark Kent, I just see fucking
And,
fucking
and now that
Demi.
we're talking about super, I was about to say Spider. Now we're talking about Superman. We gotta go to Lois.
Oh my god,
The most
that she
like,
is not Lois Lane. I don't care. Fucking
why
fire that
is she
lady.
there? Like they constantly tell us that she's so important, but she's like
Her
I don't
character is
have
just
the
boring.
most sympathy for her. I don't.
Her character is just boring.
She's just like like in Snyder Cut, she just goes to the monument. It's there, gets
That
his bad
monument
coffee,
scene was way too fucking long for what it was.
and then they constantly tell us that she's the most important character. Like, yeah, but like, if she's the most important character, make her character like good. You know, make
Likable,
watch.
yeah. Make her character
Because if she
likable.
died the next movie, I wouldn't care.
I was like, okay.
And
She's
they
one, like I said, a plot
like
point,
you know
basically.
work on her, I guess.
Basically a plot point right there.
Yeah, exactly. Now Barry Allen Flash.
I think they
A
fixed
big
them.
upgrade.
They fixed them.
He got a big upgrade. No more cringy jokes. He was still the humor guy, but it wasn't
But,
cringy.
yeah.
It was pretty funny jokes he'd make. Um, he knows his powers, which was big. He knows what the hell he's doing. The first Just League, he did not know what he was doing. He was like tumbling and tripping over everything.
Yep.
He uses the Speed Force to give Cyborg the power to, you know, to get into the mother boxes, which was really cool. Let's talk about that scene.
Oh, when he
The
runs,
ending scene
he
was really cool.
that was a really creative scene. That's probably one of the most creative
The
scenes I've seen
him
in
going through
any
time.
superhero movies.
It was a cool scene. You know,
You
you can
yeah,
see.
when he was running, you can see like the ground
Yeah,
foaming back
exactly.
up.
Uh-huh.
That was creative
It
as
was a pretty
fuck.
cool
That's
scene.
major props to them for doing
Yeah.
that.
And he was just like the one thing I didn't like, which was like a really big scene, was when he saved the lady on the street. I don't know what her name is, and it was so awkward.
Iris?
Yeah,
You know,
when
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that scene because yeah, it was like dragging, but at the same time, it kind of shows his loneliness.
that too, it did. But I felt myself. I get what you're saying, but I was just like, okay, you know,
Yeah,
I
I know. That's why I say I have mixed feelings about it because
yeah,
at the
I
same
get
time
what
it's like
you're saying.
okay,
Yeah,
but at the same
in
time
that
it just
way,
shows like how lonely he is because he really talks to no one because of his powers and shit.
yeah, that's true. But it was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, okay, like I thought he was about to grab the hot dog and put it in his mouth or something. That's what I was saying.
Like he could have like slapped her. Just
Yeah,
okay.
that's crazy.
No, Wonder Woman stayed the
Ah,
same.
she kind of yeah, she said the same.
You know, she had the job of just telling what's dark side is and stuff. She stayed the same. Her
Yeah, the scene when she found out about the arrow and stuff, I feel like that scene dragged a little too. Like,
yeah.
okay, we get it. Wonder Woman knows.
Hmm.
I feel like that's one of the scenes that dragged a little too long too.
Yeah. Aquaman. Better
Aquaman,
than
oh,
it was.
they made it. In my opinion, they made him better.
Yeah, they made him better. They could have done a little bit better. I feel like he was mid, you know.
Yeah,
The biggest changes were Flash, and Cyborg. They're the
I
biggest
think
changes in my opinion.
at least with Aquaman, they made him like sympathize more
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
Cyborg.
That made him a more likable person because people were just saying like, why is this guy just being rude for no reason?
Yeah,
The whole world is ending and you're just being a prick.
at least what you call it. They also removed that cringy joke when he sits on Wonder Woman's lasso in the original Justice
Oh,
League.
I remember that. Yeah, that was like what the
That
hell.
was so stupid. I don't know why they brought him in.
The do you talk to fish with Batman? They removed that.
Yeah,
And dude, they removed a lot of good things because that
yeah,
movie
did a good job. Like I told you, that piece of trash where Batman showed up to Commissioner Gordon, they removed that too. I didn't even know what they had
I'm
that.
good to see that. I want to see that. But and then last but not least, Batman. Thank
Uh,
God.
they
He's
gave him.
still a iffy Batman role. He doesn't play it correctly, I feel like, but they did they did him better.
I agree.
Because here's what someone told me the other day at work. They told me Batman. What I liked about Batman is that he did his job by putting these guys together. But
Yeah,
his job wasn't meant to fight these like gods and otherworldly like beings. But his job was to put the team together so they could defeat it. Which I didn't think about it like that, but now that I do, that's really smart.
I agree.
That's really smart. And
That,
the cool thing is too, he actually got into action and he actually like he did his job. Like he did his thing. He destroyed the shield around it. Whereas the first movie, he didn't do shit. Like all he
yeah,
did
he was just
was bring the people
useless.
together.
I remember that. Speaking of the first movie, what was I gonna say? They gave it more of a like a story behind him forming the team in the Snyder cut
Mhm.
compared to the original movie where like all of them they came together because they were seeing like weird colored green shit. I'm not sure you remember that.
Oh
They
yeah,
were
yeah, I
green
know.
blood. Like, yeah, that's how they formed together, right? If I remember correctly.
Mhm.
So they saw that,
Yeah.
and here we see him like actually trying to like form the team.
Yeah, he climbed over mountains to go Aquaman. It was cool. And like I said, he got into action and he destroyed the shield and he did what he had to do,
Yeah,
and he didn't mess with any like other aliens like by hand or anything. Like he used his Batmobile, his crawler and stuff, which was really cool.
I'm glad that they removed that scene from the original Justice League movie where Superman says that joke and he throws Batman.
Oh yeah.
I can't get out. I'm glad they removed that too.
they
Made Batman look like less
removed a lot
useful.
of things.
Oh, because when I saw that, I was like, damn, fucking Batman's really fucking useless.
Yeah. So okay. Batman overall, he did his thing. My boy did his thing. He
Well,
whooped ass here and there. He got a little ass whooping, but he did his damn thing.
what you think about the Martian Manhunter that
Martian
showed up?
Manhunter. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't know much about Martian Manhunter to even say anything. But I felt it was just like random. I feel like they had plans to do something with him, but I mean, it's random right now because they're not going to continue it. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of been Martian Manhunter's like I guess thing. He like
Mhm.
hides
Okay.
in different human like body.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He just shapeshifts or whatever.
Like a squirrel.
Yeah,
Okay. But it was just it was random, but that's for a reason because like it's not like they're gonna continue it or anything.
yeah.
But it was a cool like nod to fans, I guess.
But that guy's a dick. He could have helped out in Man of Steel.
Yeah, it was just like he shows up. He's like, if you need help, yeah. Like after I
Yeah,
just fucking
yeah,
fought Superman one on
like
one.
fucking man. No, what's the name of the city again? I'm tweaking.
Metropolis.
Metropolis just became a whole fucking apocalyptic battlefield in
I
Man of
love
Steel.
Batman versus Superman because like the beginning is just Superman just ramming the freaking what's his name the guy who
Zod
fights
talking about wait
the guy who fights Superman.
Zod.
Yeah, yeah, and then he just like rams him in between buildings.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, you see Man
that
of
was
Steel? You're
so
gonna see
funny.
like how he just rams in fucking
Yeah,
build. He's like, fuck
completely
all these
just
human
does
life.
not care about civilians or anything.
I mean, at the same time, it was like basically fighting another Superman. So
Yeah, it
there's
was
not
pretty
much you
good.
can
I
do.
need to
People
watch it.
criti-
I really
people
do.
criticize. Okay, spoiler. You know what happens to Zod, right?
Yeah, yeah,
He gets his neck snap, and people are saying like,
yeah.
"Oh, that's not Superman. Superman
Because
wouldn't do that." But I don't know. That's like I said, another Superman. You can't really like hold him down.
I mean, if a Superman did that to you, like they have Superman strength too. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It's not like Zod's gonna be like, "Oh, okay, I surrender. I'm not gonna
it
kill
was.
any
I
more
remember. I
people."
know that it was anticlimactic, or he just fucking snaps his neck.
Yeah, he just fucking snaps it. But I mean, like I said, what else could Superman do in that situation?
Yeah. So to Superman, pretty much like stayed the same thing. Like I said, always.
Well, in terms of improvements overall, the fight scene. You know
Mhm.
how it was random Superman, like when he showed up in the original Justice League, it was like so awkward. I
Yeah,
forget he did like a joke. He said something about truth, but I like justice or some shit like that.
I
I don't
like
know.
Justice. Yeah, something about
Yeah,
Justice. Yeah,
yeah, that
and
was
he
so
just starts
stupid.
beating
I
the
don't
shit out of
care.
him. In the first movie, was there like shockwaves every time he punched? No, right?
Mhm. No, no, there wasn't.
That was really cool in the Snyder cut. He was just like he literally had him in the ground and pound position, just started hammering fisting, just like
They made Superman look like an absolute beast when
yeah,
Cyborg just tried to smash his
yeah.
axe on Cyborg, and
Oh yeah,
Superman just
yeah. He just ate them.
yeah.
It's like not like just completely just bounced off. Then he used his freeze, destroyed it, just started
It's like
like
nothing.
UFC hammer fisting.
You see all those Amazonians, Wonder Woman even struggling to fight Stephen Wolf, and you just have Superman just toying with them.
Yeah, that's why that's pretty cool how it shows how strong he is. Like just
Yeah,
straight overpowered. One thing I want to talk about though is the black suit, which I felt it was a missed opportunity.
really.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a nod, obviously, to when Superman gets resurrected. But I feel like they could have went more on with the story of it. It felt like I felt like it was just like I said, a nod.
Ah,
You know, that oh he has a black suit now, which takes more sun because he just got resurrected, so he needs more sun to absorb powers. And the black suit in the comics it absorbs more powers.
would
And I
you
felt like it was just a missed
would you have
opportunity.
liked would you have liked to see him with a mullet like in the comics?
That would have been funny,
With
but
a mullet.
I mean, they didn't want to even shave his mustache. You really think they'd give him a mullet? So that's another plus. CJ, no CGI mustache.
No CGI
Or
mustache.
not
Thank
as bad. We don't know how that happened.
You upgraded. No more CGI mustache.
Exactly. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to Steppenwolf.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest here. His character, like his character, yeah, and they honestly didn't even change that much.
Yeah, the actual plot
The
is
plot
still
of
like you know what it is like? It's like Ronin with Thanos, but
yeah,
Ronin doesn't betray Thanos. You get what I'm saying? Like he's just there. Like he just doing
yeah.
his job.
Stefan was basically like another typical villain.
Yeah. But the one thing I did like, the shield, the armor, fucking amazing.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
the armor looks nice.
Compared to if you get a side by side, I'll show up a side by side right now. You guys are looking at it right now. Tell me not the right one or whatever side I decide to put it on. Tell me that does not look 10 times better than the old one. The other one makes him look like
I
a
don't get
freak.
what they were thinking with that original
He just
design.
looks like a bum. Like he just looks like a
Great.
goblin, just fucking
Seriously,
awful.
just smoking dicks right now with that design. I don't know
And
what they
the
were
cool thing
thinking.
about the armor, the new armor, I love how just randomly like plates just move
Yeah,
random.
and like when the Amazonians shot their
Yeah,
arrows,
and the
they
arrows
just
just
snapped
bounce
them.
off.
That
That
was
was
nice.
pretty
That was
cool. Yeah, yeah.
speaking. One thing about the Amazonians I want to talk about the scene that honestly low key gave me goosebumps is when Steppenwolf showed up, right? And he was like blabbing around, like blabbing about eternal
Oh, it
darkness
was
and
pretty
how he's
cool.
gonna bathe in their fear and the Amazonian queen, she's like, Amazonians, show them your fear. They're like, we have no
Yeah,
fear. I think that was pretty dope.
yeah. It was like a tug of war movie. Like in the
Yeah,
beginning, it was just like he throws it, they catch it, run, 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 and then Steppenwolf comes out of nowhere from the building that fell, which was fucking cool. He's just
yeah,
like, boom, and he lands with and strikes with his thing.
yeah. You see, they actually showed like him decapitating, like killing him,
Yeah.
like their blood, like all parts, like flying off.
You
They
think
actually showed that.
DCU, if they ever go back, should just go to rated R? That'd be so
Yes,
fucking cool.
that would be dope. Seeing like an Injustice timeline, rated R.
That'd be pretty cool.
You see fucking Superman just punching a hole inside Joker's stomach, like in the comic.
Oh no.
You
Okay.
know,
Well, Steppenwolf, like we said, he got better, but he's just like I said, like a Ronin type without betrayal of Thanos. Like he's just there. But like honestly, you felt that he would betray Darkseid. Like you felt the
no
vibe.
way. He doesn't even have the strength to even
That's true. Yeah, he
fight.
couldn't even beat Superman's ass.
Yeah. Speaking
Yeah.
of Darkseid, you remember in the scene where he got his ass kicked by Zeus, Ares, and all of them?
Oh, how could we forget about that fucking scene? That scene was amazing.
Yeah, that was well done.
We saw Artemis with her arrow.
Yeah.
We saw Zeus give the axe
Aries.
to Ares. Fucking
Yeah,
amazing. We saw the Green Lantern person too.
yeah, but too bad he got shit on like
Yeah,
immediately.
he did. But the the little
You
ring with
saw that the Rio was actually staring at Thanos for, I mean, not Thanos, but Dark Side for a little bit.
yeah, and then she shot the Artemis shot her arrow, the Artemis arrow,
Yeah.
and he tried it and it went away. Yeah, yeah.
You know, that was actually Dark Side before he got his Omega powers.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, he was
That
one
was
of those beings,
actually,
right? And
yeah,
then he
that was before he
betrayed
got
them,
the
I think,
Omega
right?
power. Hmm?
He like betrayed the console or something.
He got his Omega powers like after whatever, whenever
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
happened.
saying. Like he
Because
was
now,
the
because we see him with red eyes, like
yeah,
later on in the movie, compared to like that scene, he didn't have his like red eyes.
yeah.
So that was before him.
I remember hearing that, yeah, that he was like
Before,
one of the lantern. I don't know
yeah,
I don't know if they're called lanterns. I don't know what that being is called, but you get what I'm saying.
yeah, he had a name. I forgot what's the name. Like he had a name before, Dark Side.
Yeah,
That
which
was
was
him
cool.
before.
I did not think about that. That the actual ring looked at it for a while. I did not think, oh, that's pretty cool. That's
Yeah,
really
that
cool.
looked at him.
So just Dark Side in general. What do you think about him?
Like I said, they showed him like losing, but that was before he had his Omega powers. His Omega beams.
Yeah.
That was before he had them. So yeah, he got his ass kicked.
So do you think he was? I mean, obviously they were leading him on like if he was Thanos.
I don't know. Compared to Thanos, in my opinion, he didn't seem like that. Like obviously he's a big ass threat, but seeing him lose, like, I mean, I guess it made me like kind of lose that threat level.
Yeah. So
But
do you think?
obviously, he's still a threat. No
Yeah,
kidding. But
yeah.
I still feel like with Thanos, like he felt like the real fucking deal in Infinity War.
Oh yeah. But do you think the DCEU they were trying to go for like Darkseid being the Thanos, or they had a
Yeah,
different?
I feel like they were like a huge threat, like a huge great threat. I feel like that's how Darkseid felt.
Yeah, and they were like rushing it because I mean they already announced they already
Yeah,
showed him.
there's not gonna be any sequels, so I mean, yeah, they're gonna have to rush it.
Yeah, because they saw
It's a
the
shame.
success of the MCU and
It's a
Thanos.
shame. It's really a shame they have to rush it, and they're not gonna make any
They
more
try
sequels.
to put their arm in, try to get money off of the bag the MCU was
Yeah,
getting, and we saw that work. You know, it
they
sucks
rush, they
because
rush.
that could have been a cool ass series. It really could have.
They messed up a couple of movies. I'd say Suicide Squad. I didn't like Suicide Squad at all.
I didn't watch it.
I
I
didn't like
didn't
it at
watch
all.
most of them, which I should, like I should be talked bad about on because I didn't watch them because people were saying it was bad. Normally,
Yeah.
what people would be like, "Oh, well, you got to formulate your own opinion," but I was just like, "Is it
I,
even worth it?"
I didn't even like Suicide Squad.
I didn't want to get disappointed. That's all.
Birds of Prey, people have talked about Birds of Prey is so bad. It's garbage. Then you have Wonder Woman 1984, literally the worst DC movie to come out.
Damn, that
Yeah,
sucks.
it was awful.
That really sucks because DC, I feel like is so much better than Marvel, but it's just like the trend that the MCU, the popularity of the movies just made people think the opposite. Like DC is like the garbage, the yeah,
That,
like they're not that they're
that's
not
sad. That's sad because the animators, their own animated universe, DC animated universe,
yeah.
their movies are actually good.
See?
Like they even came up with a rated R Justice League movie, Justice League Dark Apocalypse.
Yeah.
It was it was a good movie. There was some good like I can't say comedy, but we I'm not sure if you know it, but his name is what's his name? What's his name? I forgot his name. I'm having a brain fart. I'm not sure if you know him, but he's like hold up. I might actually search this up because I forgot his name.
Okay. He's gonna search it up, ladies and gentlemen. While we wait for him, we're gonna talk about our sponsors. Thank you for sponsoring us. Shout out to let's see what sponsors we got today. Shout out to Battlefield.
Shout out to Battlefield.
Shout out to Battlefield. Thanks for the help.
John Constantine.
No,
There we go. You don't know who's John Constantine?
no, no, no.
Well, okay, obviously there is, magic in the DC universe. Why wouldn't there be? And one of those main magicians you're gonna learn about the more you get into the DC universe is John Constantine. And we follow this guy, and he's from Scotland.
Okay.
So he has like basically your most typical Scottish person you'll ever hear. Yeah, he'll make the fucking dumbest jokes ever. Like you have to watch it.
I'm gonna look into it. I really want to, cause
But that movie is brutal because a lot of like heroes actually died.
mhm.
They show like how they went out, and it's brutal. It's a brutal movie. It's depressing too. That movie is about the Justice League actually losing.
Oh, okay.
They lost to Darkseid.
Hey, I'm gonna look into that. It sounds fucking
But
like I
it's the
just want
same.
to be like glad. That's why I kind of like Snyder Cut so much because I was just glad, and I haven't felt that about those movies in so long. And I honestly like after the movie was finished, I sat there and I was just glad, and I was happy that finally we got a good movie. You know?
I would say that, but think about this. We saw this movie when it was like complete dog shit. The first Justice League. But
Mhm.
what would you say someone who hasn't seen the first Justice League watch the Snyder cut?
I actually, that's interesting you asked that because, like I said, my friend at work
Mm.
is like 10 years older than me, but he was like, I asked him, I was like, did you watch Snyder Cut? He was like, yeah. And I was like, did you watch the first movie? Because I just wanted to see if there's people, what they think about it. And he was like, no, I didn't actually. And he was like, actually, Snyder Cut, it was a really good movie. I really liked it. And like I said, he's the one that brought me the idea that Batman just did his job. Like he just brought the people together. He didn't mess with Steppenwolf or nothing like that. He just did his job. He's the one that like brought me that idea. But he was saying he was like, I honestly I really did enjoy this movie. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Well, for me, I don't know. I see where people would like, complain about it, especially the length, because that's 4 hours, and 4 hours is not short of a
Yeah.
movie.
But honestly, I don't mind that. I really if it has to be 4 hours long for the movie to be like inform me about a lot of stuff because it had to be a long movie because of the fuck up the Justice League one did because instead of bringing like that how the MCU did where they brought in Captain America his movies first Iron Man his movies first Justice League and DCU they didn't do that they just did the
Yeah,
only a couple beginning, then they did Batman vs Superman, and then they just went into Justice League and they brought the Flash, Cyborg, just I don't
yeah.
know instead of
It was definitely kind of rushed when they did the whole Batman v Superman.
and
Cause
Justice League
now,
is a big thing, like it's a really big thing.
yeah, that's supposed to be something huge. That's not something you just like do as the second movie
Yeah,
or
that's what I'm saying, and you know, oh wow,
like they even the animated version of that, the Batman versus Superman.
hmm
It's really good. I'd say it's better than the actual movie.
hmm. So honestly, like I said, once I finished the movie, oh, like I said, it could have been better, but I was just satisfied, and even being satisfied for that a DCU movie, it's fine with me. I just needed to felt satisfied because I was scared. Like I told you in the beginning, I was scared that they were gonna make this movie and just completely flopped.
If you think about it right now, DC has had, I think, okay, now never mind. I was gonna say they've been having a good role with movies, but I forgot Wonder Woman 1984 came out for a sec. But I actually liked Shazam. I watched
I
it.
haven't
And
watched it.
like Shazam was actually pretty alright. It was kind of lighthearted, but it was alright. There, spoilers at the very end. There's an end credit scene, I think.
Spoilers, everyone. Spoilers.
Spoilers. All right. There's a part where so in the movie there's a joke where I forgot the kid's name, but basically he says that he has powerful friends or whatnot, and the other kids don't believe him. At the very end of the movie, fucking Superman shows up,
What?
like at their school.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
I thought that was pretty dope.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Man. So
Billy, that's his name. I just remember the kid's name.
But so yeah, like I said, I was satisfied with the movie, which was fine with me. And me seeing people that actually enjoy it, like even people that are don't like comics and don't really follow it, just seeing people that enjoy the movie made me happy because I was like, finally DC doesn't get shit on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, as a comic, like that person that likes comics, like it could have been better, but for people, I'm happy that they really liked it because, like I said, they kept talking shit about DC. DC's bad, DC's trash, and for the first time, it's not.
I'm gonna say this: Dan Schneider as a director, like sometimes I have mixed feelings about him. Like
Yeah,
some choices I absolutely do not like, and I think they're stupid. Batman vs Superman, that whole movie was pretty stupid. But I mean, he has made a good movie, 300.
yeah, okay, yeah. I remember.
He directed that movie. That movie was almost perfect.
That's why the first scene was so good.
Yep.
That's why the first scene was so good, where you see Zeus and Ares. That's why it was really good.
Yeah. I have to say, I see where he got that from.
And his slow motion shots.
Oh, that guy's
He loves the
so
slow motion.
slow.
Okay, so
God.
now let's move into the epilogue. Uh, my thoughts, real quick. I felt like the epilogue was really just going and going, and was it really necessary to add one? Because we know there's not going to be a sequel. Maybe. Was for me, it was just going and going and just going. I don't know. It was
Ah, really? For
yeah,
me, I actually really love the epilogue, in my opinion, because it really, like, I guess you could say, expanded more the universe.
yeah. I get what you're saying, and honestly, if there's a sequel, if like we watched the Snyder Cut first thing, like it just came out and the first Justice League never came out, so it was like the first iteration of Justice League. If it was like that, I would have loved it, like loved it. But I feel like it just like kind of teased us, like haha,
I
like
get you. I get
the
you. Because it's not
epilogue.
gonna happen. I know. I know. But
The actual
it's
epilogue, the
crazy.
actual
It's
thing,
crazy
I
to
like.
think.
hmm And then
It's crazy.
the obviously we got to talk about the Joker scene.
Yeah.
See,
So
a lot of people I liked it. It was pretty cool. Like one thing I like is the like his paint. He could be a Joker from a different universe. We don't know that. It's just we don't know.
I
Who
feel
knows?
like it is from an alternate timeline.
That'd be cool. That makes sense. Like
I
for
think it does make sense because the Flash actually tried to go back and warn Bruce and Batman v Superman, saying that Lois is the key.
yeah. I
So that
remember
means he's
that.
been trying to go back over and over
Yeah,
again.
so it could be
Change
yeah. You could be right. It could be a Molten, and like just the shot, the actual like camera, and like the choose card,
But
like
yeah, it's like Batman's trying
focusing
to
on it,
focus. He's trying
and
to focus on it.
he talks about Robin and just focuses straight on Joker, and like you just
Yeah.
see his like paint in his face, and it's just creepy.
Then Batman, he pulls that Uno card and
Oh
it's
yeah,
about
yeah. Oh yeah. It talks about Harley Quinn. I think we might have a lag here.
overlay, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, when he talks about Harley Quinn, yeah, and
Yeah, the
he's
Joker
like
won't embrace.
how many universes or something you're gonna mess up for not like trying to kill
How many
yourself.
timelines? So yep,
That's insane too.
you don't have the
So,
cojones.
the epilogue, it was good, but like I said, it was just like teased us. It was just like, huh, you're never getting this.
You know, that's what DC fans have been wanting for forever now. Seeing an Injustice live action movie.
Exactly.
Injustice. An evil Superman.
And I feel like we
I think
deserve it,
that
man.
would be
We
sick.
really deserve it. That's what I'm saying. When Snyder Cut got the reputation it did after, I was happy because we deserve it. Like we've been getting these shitty, just well put movies, and I'm saying it how it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's just not enjoyable. Like even for the new viewer, just they don't like it. It doesn't suit the new viewer, and it doesn't suit the old fans. And I feel like we've been needing like a movie like that, and Snyder Cut is on the right direction. It's not where it should be, but it's on the right direction.
What you think about how it was the screen was actually formatted because it was by a four
It
by
was
three.
cool. Yeah, it was
Upgrade,
cool.
that's
It
what
was
it's called.
different. At first, I'm gonna be honest with you, I was I felt like a noob. I was trying to find like a full screen option. I was like, what the hell is going on? And I realized, oh, okay, so it's supposed to be formatted like this. It was new. It was refreshing. I felt like, I guess.
Yeah. Do you know why he did that?
Yeah, for so
You
they
know,
could see like the shots going up, right?
where like the action, like how Steppenwolf like basically slams his axe down.
Yeah.
Like Schneider said that like all of his action seems to be like vertical,
Okay.
so he wanted to make it like that.
Yeah, I could see that because also like all the people flying and going up and shit.
Mhm.
I get yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That makes sense. It was a smart thing, to be honest. It was different. It was and it
But
worked.
at first I thought I thought it was kind of weird seeing
It was,
two black lines on the side.
yeah, yeah.
I thought it was kind of weird because I was like
At
the
first, yeah,
render format.
that's what I'm saying. I was just trying to fix it. I was like, why is it not working? But it worked for what it was meant to be. It was pretty cool. It was new and cool.
I agree. I agree. Something
Um,
new.
so just final thoughts on Snyder Cut. What
Mm,
do you think?
I don't know. I don't
Final
know how I
thoughts.
feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this, but it's the colors, the saturation.
Yeah, it was really great.
It feel it was really gray,
Yeah, yeah,
and to me, I don't know, it felt like a little bland, like
yeah,
some parts of the movie.
yeah. Like also even the CGI needed work. Like you
Yeah,
could
CJ
tell just
definitely.
like it needed like work, but
Yeah.
just
What you think about what you think about the parademons, like how they look and stuff?
they were all right. They obviously for some reason just didn't focus on them much. Like there. I don't think that I remember there was like a close up of them, just like zoomed in or something,
No,
so you could see.
I don't like the parademons and here compared to like the animated series. The parademons over there actually look like beasts. They're like
Mhm.
big.
Oh yeah, like
They're
these
like really
honestly,
big.
like these just look like useless. Like they don't have no life in them. You get what I'm saying?
They're basically stormtroopers.
Yeah, it pretty much perfect. Yeah, stormtroopers are
Basically,
just there.
and I feel like they kind of have to do that because just to not make Batman look like shit.
True, true. That's what I mean.
But
Yeah, exactly. That was perfect. Literally, it's like stormtroopers. They're just there running, just
yeah,
following a leader. No brain, just fucking minions. But
mhm.
yeah, like I said before this, my closing thoughts on this movie was I was satisfied, which is enough for me at the time. And I was glad that people liked it and that people gave it good reviews. Like, there's a difference between critics and the people that actually watch the movie. Usually the critic, score is kind of low. I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if you have.
I haven't.
What's what it is?
Yeah, no, I actually haven't seen
Yeah,
any reviews on it.
yeah, me either. I don't. But from the like,
Like
looking on Twitter.
I haven't seen it on Rotten Tomatoes yet, so I wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
me either. So I don't. I'm gonna have to check that out. But
You know what I actually liked?
yeah,
You remember the scene where Bruce picks up Barry and they drive
yeah.
off in the car
Mhm.
onto the highway? You
Mhm.
see a sign right there that says that you are not alone, and he gives it like a website for like suicide prevention and all that.
Oh, okay.
And I thought that was pretty dope of him putting that sign right there,
Oh,
saying
okay.
you are
Yeah,
not
yeah,
alone.
yeah. It was a big sign, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
that's
That
because
was
of
cool too. Yeah.
him, what happened with him and his daughter,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I get you.
for
Yeah.
Autumn.
I didn't really.
Yeah,
I haven't. I didn't. I was honestly, if I was focusing on the car,
yeah, always in the car
watch
with
the
that.
car drive, but I remember seeing the big thing. Yeah. Yeah,
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 so
yeah.
you're not alone. And I think that's a good message just to put out,
Exactly. Yeah,
especially in
yeah.
these
If you
times.
need prevention, if you have suicidal thoughts, go to that website. I'll put it on the screen right now. There it is. Click on it. But just okay. So just final thoughts out of 10. What was the score? What do you
I
think?
give it it's hard, but I'd probably give it a good
Honestly, before you say it, what's 10 to you?
10 to me in terms of movies. To compare, like say superhero movies, it had to be a good 10 for me. I guess would be Infinity War.
Yes.
Infinity War was like almost. perfect in my opinion. They balanced out so many characters.
Yeah,
Well, on the WandaVision, they kind of felt like the weakest part of the movie. But I mean, you still like I guess felt for them.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
overall, like,
They gave them their part.
they managed to like balance all these characters out, and it felt like a movie about Thanos.
Yeah, that was amazing about it. Yeah. We'll put Infinity War 10. That's gonna be in the screen. Infinity War is gonna be 10. We're gonna do more of these reviews, by the way. Like I said, this is our first one, but final grade for Eddie is
I'd give it, in my opinion, I'd give it a 7.9.
wow,
That's what.
really?
Yeah,
7.9? I thought
yeah.
yours was gonna be lower, to be
No,
honest.
I would be lower, but comparing it to the other one, they at least improved like a lot. They removed a lot of
Okay.
like,
I thought
things.
honestly, I thought yours was gonna be lower.
No, I'm being pretty generous with it.
And
Although
you're happy with
I could criticize it about its slow mos and
it.
unnecessary things.
No, let's not get there. This is say how it
But
is.
I'm just gonna be generous because they fixed the movie. They fixed
If
Justice League.
if okay, so their Eddie score is gonna be on 7.9, you said, right?
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be up there. And mine, Angels, aka Spectro. You feel me? My score out of 10, surprisingly, is gonna be lower than Eddie's. I'm gonna put it at a 7, just because Infinity War for me was a really good movie that it's gonna be hard to top. So
I agree.
surprisingly, my score is gonna be at 11. I mean, sorry, 7. You're gonna see my score right there. It was a great movie. I love that people enjoyed it. It was a step in the right direction. And like I said, it's gonna hopefully lead to better movies in the future. Hopefully, I pray to God that it will be. You know, anything else?
Okay.
Well, like I said, guys, this
Props
is
to
our first
Snyder's.
podcast. Don't roast us in the comments. This is our first time. Don't be a prick and talk smack because no, we were just talking about suicide prevention.
Yeah, real man. Y'all
Don't be
can't
mean
dislike
here,
it.
don't try to bully.
Y'all are disliking suicide prevention if y'all hit the dislike button. So
Exactly.
everybody hit the
Yep.
like
If
button.
you like, you grow for 2 inches more.
Let's go.
Shout out to the boys. But anyways, like I said, this is our first podcast. We haven't decided a name. We haven't decided a picture. We haven't decided a banner. But we're getting there. Hopefully this does good. If not, we'll still keep going because fuck it, you never know.
One last shout out to our sponsors, Roman Swipes. I think sponsoring this podcast.
Exactly.